Ever feel like time just vanishes when you're having a blast,
Uh-huh.
but then it just drags on forever when you're bored?
Yeah.
Well, that feeling might actually be like a hidden clue about time itself,
Okay.
and maybe even how we can influence it. Welcome to Manifestation Matters
Yeah.
on the Deep Dive.
Yeah.
Today we are diving deep
Right.
into the world of manifestation.
Love it.
We're using insights from the Your Universe YouTube channel,
Okay.
specifically their video called 20 Years of Manifestation Knowledge in 39 Minutes.
Wow. That's a lot to unpack.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Get ready to unlock your inner power, everyone.
I love it. All right. So this video, it jumps right into a fascinating idea
Okay.
that we're actually living in two realities at the same time.
Two realities. Okay, now I'm really interested.
Right. So the first reality is like the unseen world.
Yeah.
You know, our thoughts, beliefs, intentions, like the
Yeah.
causes of things.
Yeah.
And then the second is the physical world, the one that we experience, you know, with our senses, the effects. It's
Mhm.
kind of like planting a seed, you know?
Yeah.
The idea for the plant, that exists first before it even sprouts in the material world.
Makes sense. So our thoughts are like the seeds,
Exactly.
but then what kind of garden are we actually creating with them?
That is the big question, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to figure out. And this is where this video gets really interesting.
Okay.
It delves into quantum physics,
Okay.
suggesting that the universe is actually made of energy.
Okay.
But the mind-blowing things that quantum physics shows
Yeah.
that our observation, like just by us observing something,
Yeah.
it can shape that energy into reality.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Right.
So I'm like a mini universe shaper. I'm
Yeah.
influencing everything around me just with my thoughts.
It is a pretty radical thought, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But it gets even more wild.
Okay.
Our subconscious mind, which, by the way, makes up about 95% of our brain activity,
Wow.
that plays a huge role in all of this. It's like there's this program running in the background
Yeah.
that's shaping our reality based on past experiences, beliefs, all that.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Even if I'm consciously trying to manifest something totally new,
Yeah?
my subconscious could be working against me.
That's exactly what the video suggests.
Oh no.
Yeah, think of your subconscious like a computer program.
Okay.
If you don't update it, it just keeps running the same old code,
Right.
same results. Even if you want something different,
Right.
you gotta upgrade.
So how do we upgrade?
Yeah.
How do we change that code?
Well, the video actually highlights a bunch of techniques to do
Right.
just that.
Okay.
One way is, and this is surprisingly simple,
Okay.
just step outside of your normal routine.
So just doing something new?
Exactly. You know, our brains thrive on novelty. New experiences, they create new neural pathways,
Yeah.
which actually changes the wiring in your brain.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah. I always feel more energized when I try something new, even if it's just
Right.
like a different type of food or something.
Exactly. Another powerful way to reprogram that subconscious
Right.
is visualization.
Okay, now,
Now, I know that might sound a little woo-woo to some people,
a little bit, yeah.
but our brains, they don't actually distinguish between what's real and what we imagine.
So you're saying all that daydreaming I do is not a waste of time?
Not necessarily, no.
You okay?
When you vividly imagine the reality you want,
Yeah.
you're essentially sending a blueprint to your subconscious mind.
Uh-huh.
And the more you do it, the more it starts to accept that as reality.
So it's not just about seeing it, though, right? It's got to be about feeling it, too.
Absolutely, yeah. You want to embody those emotions, you know?
Okay.
The joy, the gratitude, the sense of accomplishment,
Yeah.
as if it's already happened.
Right.
You're basically tricking your brain into thinking the dream is already real.
Okay, now that I can get on board with.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so our thoughts are so powerful.
Yeah.
Why isn't everyone living their dream life?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
It is.
And this leads us to another interesting concept from the video.
Yeah.
Selective attention.
Selective attention, what's that?
So it's basically your brain filtering out information that doesn't match your current beliefs.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of that invisible gorilla experiment?
Oh yeah, the one where you're so focused on counting basketball passes that you miss the gorilla walking right through.
Our brains focus on what we think is true.
Mm-hmm.
So if we believe something's impossible, we might literally miss the opportunities.
So we're filtering out possibilities based on our own limiting beliefs.
Pretty much.
Oh man.
But the good news is we can actually retrain our brains
Okay.
to be more open to the possibilities.
So how do we start seeing those gorillas?
Well, the video suggests a few things. One is positive affirmations.
Okay.
You know, consciously repeating statements that affirm what you want to be true.
Like telling yourself, I am successful,
Yeah.
even if you don't feel that way yet.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, the more you repeat them, the more they sink in.
Yeah.
Start to rewire those old beliefs.
Okay.
Another thing is creating a positive environment.
So like surrounding yourself with supportive people,
Yeah.
inspiring images, things that make you feel good.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ah.
And this is a big one. The video really stresses focusing on what you want,
Okay.
not what you don't want.
Right, because what you focus on expands.
Exactly. Exactly.
Makes sense.
And here's where things get really trippy.
Okay.
The video talks about time as an illusion.
Time is an illusion.
Yeah.
All right, now you got me.
It's a crazy idea.
Yeah.
Basically, time isn't linear the way we think of it.
Okay.
It's a construct of our consciousness.
Hmm.
By changing how we see time, we can actually influence our reality.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So if I feel like time's going super slow,
Yeah.
it's because I'm perceiving it that way. Not because time itself is actually moving slowly.
That's the idea.
Okay.
Think about it. Time flies when we're having fun.
Yeah.
Crawls when we're bored.
Yeah.
It's not time that's changing, it's our experience of it.
So can we manipulate time to get what we want?
That's where the video brings up quantum jumping.
Quantum jumping.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sci-fi movie.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But stay with me.
Okay.
It suggests we can access different timelines, different realities, just by shifting our focus, our intention.
So like jumping into a parallel universe where what I want is already real.
That's a bold concept.
It is.
The video really emphasizes that this isn't just passively seeing the future.
Ugh.
It's about creating it with our minds.
So what kind of techniques are we talking about here?
Well, the video gets into all that.
Okay.
But first, we gotta take a quick break.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to continue our deep dive into manifestation. And we are back to Manifestation Matters on the Deep Dive. Before the break, we were talking about this mind-bending idea,
Yeah.
quantum jumping.
Quantum jumping, yeah.
Right.
I definitely want to learn more about this whole jumping into a reality where my desires have already happened.
Right.
It sounds kind of sci-fi,
It does.
but the more we talk about it,
Yeah.
the more I see how it connects with, the actual science.
Yeah, it's so cool how this video blends science and spirituality.
Right.
You know, it really gets into the quantum physics behind all of this.
So how do we actually quantum jump?
Right.
Is there like a step-by-step guide?
Well, the video does give some tips and techniques,
Okay.
but it really emphasizes that it's more about expanding your consciousness,
Okay.
aligning your energy with what you want,
Right.
and one of the best techniques, you
Yeah.
guessed it,
Visualization.
visualization.
Okay, I figured.
We've talked about it before
Yeah.
for reprogramming your subconscious.
Right.
But how does it work with quantum jumping?
Right, that's my question.
It's about taking it to the next level.
Okay.
Not just picturing it, but really creating a vivid experience in your mind.
Okay, so instead of just seeing myself, like, living in my dream home,
Right.
I need to imagine, like, walking through the door,
Right.
feeling the carpet,
Yes.
smelling fresh paint, hearing people laughing,
Yeah.
like, really be there.
Exactly. Use all your senses.
Wow.
Make it as real as possible.
Got it.
And here's the key.
Okay.
Feel the emotions as if it's happening now.
Okay.
The joy, the gratitude, the accomplishment.
Got it.
Our subconscious, remember,
Yeah.
doesn't know the difference between real and imagined.
Right, so the more real it feels to me,
Mm-hmm.
the more I'm, like, aligning my energy with that reality,
Right.
making it more likely to actually happen.
Just the idea.
Okay.
And the video also talks about meditation.
Okay, now meditation,
Yeah.
that could be hard for me.
Oh, I know. It's
Get distracted easily, my mind races.
I hear you.
Any tips for beginners?
Absolutely. The video suggests guided meditations where you listen to someone lead you through it.
Right, right.
There are tons of resources online, apps, all that.
Okay.
Find a voice you like.
Yeah.
And remember,
Yeah.
it's not about clearing your mind completely,
Okay.
just gently bringing your attention back when it wanders.
Okay, so it's like training your attention,
Exactly.
building a mental muscle.
Yeah. The more you practice,
Yeah.
the stronger you get.
Right.
Consistency is key. That's what they emphasize.
Okay.
Even just a few minutes a day
Yeah.
can make a big difference.
So it's a gradual process.
It is.
You're not just gonna like jump into a parallel universe after one session.
Right. It's about small shifts,
Right.
expanding your awareness over time.
Okay.
As you practice these things,
Yeah.
you might start to notice synchronicities,
Yeah.
opportunities showing up that match what you want.
Okay, so like
It's like the universe is helping you out.
it's meeting me halfway.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
I like that idea.
Huh.
But part of me is still a little skeptical.
I get it.
This time travel, parallel universes,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
It's pretty far out.
Is there any actual scientific evidence for this?
I mean, some of it does push the boundaries of, typical science.
Yeah.
But there's more and more research on quantum physics and consciousness
Uh-huh.
that suggests our reality is a lot more fluid than we used to think.
Okay.
Like parallel universes, for example.
Yeah.
That's a real theory in physics.
Okay.
It comes from the many worlds interpretation.
Okay.
Basically, every decision creates a split in the universe,
Oh, wow.
leading to infinite parallel realities.
So there could be countless versions of me
Right.
living out different possibilities.
It's a wild thought.
Yeah, it is.
We may not have hard proof yet,
Right.
but it's definitely worth exploring.
Okay.
It makes you question everything.
It does.
And it leads to another interesting idea
Okay, hit me.
from the video, conscious time travel.
Conscious time travel.
Now, hold on. Okay.
We're not talking about hopping in a time machine.
Right. Okay.
It's about using your imagination and memory
Okay.
to access different points in time
All right.
and actually influence your present and future.
So, like reliving past successes
Yeah.
to feel more confident,
Exactly.
or vividly imagining future events
Yes,
to make them more likely to happen.
you got it.
Wow.
The video says we can use these techniques
Yeah.
to change our emotional state
Okay.
and align with what we want.
So, if I can really feel what it's like to achieve my goal,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't seem so impossible.
Right.
It's like I'm sending a signal to the universe.
Exactly. You're bridging the gap
Okay.
between where you are now and where you want to be.
I like that. But you mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
we are the universe.
Right.
Still trying to wrap my head around that.
It's a big one.
Can you explain that a bit more?
Sure. It's the idea that our consciousness isn't separate.
Okay.
It's part of a bigger, interconnected consciousness.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
Our individual consciousness is like a drop of water
Uh-huh.
in a vast ocean.
Okay.
We're part of something much bigger.
So every possible timeline,
Yeah.
every version of ourselves is already out there
It's a possibility.
in that ocean.
Yeah.
And we're just choosing which one to experience.
It's a powerful way to look at it.
It is.
It means we're not limited.
Okay.
We have the power to choose.
That's amazing.
So, where do we begin?
Yeah, where do we start?
The video has a simple visualization exercise.
All right, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Visualize a doorway
A doorway to where?
to a parallel dimension
Okay.
where what you want is already real.
Okay, I see it. I'm picturing a big wooden door.
Great. Now what do you do?
What do I do?
Step through it.
Okay.
Feel the energy shift.
Okay.
Embody the emotions of that reality.
Okay.
What do you see?
I see myself
Yeah.
in my dream home.
Uh-huh.
There's people, laughter. I feel peace, joy, accomplishment.
And how does it feel?
It feels real.
That's the power of visualization.
Wow.
The more you do it,
Yeah.
the more real it becomes.
Okay.
You might start to notice synchronicities,
Yeah.
opportunities in your life
Okay.
that match that reality.
So it's not just daydreaming.
No.
It's like actively aligning my energy
Exactly.
with what I want.
And don't forget gratitude.
Oh, right.
Be
Gratitude.
thankful for the changes,
Yeah.
even the small ones.
Okay.
Gratitude is like a magnet.
It attracts more good things.
Exactly.
Like saying thank you to the universe, I'm ready for
Uh-huh.
more.
It's a beautiful cycle.
This is really changing how I see things.
It's powerful stuff.
I feel like I'm looking at the world in a whole new light.
That's what happens when you explore these concepts.
Yeah.
They challenge your assumptions.
Right.
Open you up to infinite potential.
It feels like we've only just scratched the surface.
There's so much more.
There's so much more to learn about manifestation
Absolutely.
and the power of our minds.
Yeah, and in the next segment, we'll
Yeah.
get into more specific techniques
Okay.
for rewiring your subconscious
Okay.
and creating a life that truly reflects what you want.
All right.
Stay tuned.
And we are back for the final part of our deep dive
Right.
into the world of manifestation.
I'm excited.
It's been quite a journey exploring quantum physics and the
Yeah.
power of our minds.
Yeah, we've covered so much.
I'm feeling inspired, but also a little overwhelmed.
It's a lot to take in.
There's so much to learn
Yeah.
and to try and put into practice.
Right, but remember,
Yeah.
it's a process.
Okay.
Start small, be consistent.
So don't try to change everything at once.
Exactly.
Just make small
It's like
changes.
small shifts
Yeah.
over time.
And like we've been talking about,
Yeah.
a big part of that is rewiring our subconscious mind.
Right, so what are some techniques to do that?
Well, the video gives a few.
Okay.
One is called habit stacking.
Habit stacking, what's that?
It's a way to build new habits
Okay.
by linking them to ones you already have.
Oh, okay.
So let's say you want to start meditating every morning.
Yeah.
You could stack that onto your coffee routine.
So like have my coffee, then meditate.
Exactly.
Okay.
You connect the new habit to something you already do automatically.
Right?
You're more likely to actually do it.
It's like piggybacking on an old habit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Another thing the video talks about is mindful media consumption.
So being careful about what I'm watching and reading and listening to?
Exactly. Our subconscious is always taking in information.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you choose content that's uplifting, inspiring,
Right.
aligned with my goals,
Shooting your mind good stuff.
makes sense. I've definitely noticed
Yeah.
that how I feel depends on what I'm consuming.
It's like food for your mind.
If I'm scrolling through negative news,
Right.
I feel anxious.
But if you read something inspiring,
Yeah, I feel better.
you feel energized.
Yeah, that's true.
The video also suggests keeping a happiness journal.
A happiness journal. What's that?
It's just taking a few minutes each day
Okay.
to write down things that made you happy,
Okay.
things you're grateful for.
So I'm focusing on the positive,
Exactly.
training my brain to see the good stuff,
It can be really powerful.
like attracting more positivity
Exactly.
just by focusing on it.
And as you try these techniques,
Yeah.
be patient.
Okay.
Change takes time.
It's about progress, not perfection.
Exactly.
Just keep showing up.
Then remember,
Yeah.
you're not alone on this journey.
That's good to hear.
There are so many resources out there.
Yeah, like the video we've been talking about.
And of course, we'll keep exploring these ideas on future episodes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up today's deep dive,
Okay.
I want to leave everyone with a thought-provoking question.
I like it.
If you could step into a reality
Okay.
where one of your desires is already fulfilled, what would it be?
What would it feel like?
It's a good question.
Yeah, take some time to really think about that.
Who knows? Maybe just asking the question
Uh-huh.
is enough to start shifting your reality.
It's possible. That's the beauty of all of this.
It's full of surprises
Yeah.
and potential.
Infinite potential.
Well, thank you so much for joining us
It's been a pleasure.
on this deep dive into manifestation.
Yeah.
We hope you learned some valuable things
Absolutely.
and are ready to start creating the life you want.
Go out there and manifest your dreams.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And leave a comment below.
Share your biggest takeaway from today.
We love hearing from you.
Until next time, keep diving deep and keep manifesting.